If you're just tuning in for the second date, one of our listeners, Cammie, went out with a guy named Justin recently. They went out to a steakhouse for dinner, and Justin told her to order anything she wanted because he was paying with his company's credit card.
Nice.
And he said as long as they mention a few business-related things, then it technically counts as a business meeting. Thing is, halfway through dinner, Justin started to act a little bit strange. He got really quiet, a little distant, wasn't eating. And from there, everything just ended kind of awkwardly. Yeah. Cammie has no idea exactly where it is that things went wrong.
Yeah.
And Cammie, I feel like we've talked for a while, and we gave this whole second date thing a shot, and you seem nice.
Oh, we're breaking up with her?
I'm just not really feeling it.
You're not feeling it. Okay.
So, well, it's not to the point. It's not to the point where I want to stop the second date completely, but I am going to treat you differently from this point forward. Okay? And I will tell you, it's not you, it's me.
Okay.
But it is a little bit you.
Is this sounding too close to home, Cammie?
Out of nowhere?
It's super painful for me. How dare you?
I'm still interested in you, Cammie.
Oh.
Okay?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, it's two different people.
Yeah.
Like, we talked on the phone. Like, that's a big deal.
That is.
I might be jaded, but my first thought is he's married or he's in a relationship. And, like, the guilt finally caught up to him mid-meal. Do you know what I mean?
That.
I just need to know what happened because it was so dramatic.
Right.
And I even asked him, because at that point, like, at the end of the day, I really had nothing to lose. Like, once he stopped making eye contact, I was like, what is going on?
Okay, I'm back to being interested now. I'm going to rejoin this conversation.
Is that what you're doing?
Sorry.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Quiet the whole time.
Let's hope that we can do the same with Justin and get him interested in you again, all right?
Okay,
Just like we
I
did with
see.
Jeff.
Clever. I don't know if it's worth our energy, but
Yeah, I
let's
don't-
try it anyway.
You ready, Cammie?
Yeah, let's try it.
I
Okay.
lost interest again.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, come on.
Oh, okay, I'm back on board. All
You
right.
were all over the board.
Okay, let's see what's going on with Justin. I'm going to dial his number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, I'm looking for Justin.
Yeah, this is Justin.
Hey, Justin. How's it going? My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Who's this?
It's a morning radio show, Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You never heard of it?
Okay. I don't listen to the radio. Sorry.
Low blow there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling because we're kind of mad at you, Justin.
Whoa, that's coming off hot.
Well,
Jeffrey.
sorry.
That's not it.
You're going to throw
That's-
shade at me. I got to throw it back.
No,
Okay.
He just
But
said he doesn't know our
We're
show.
mad at you. We're mad at you on behalf of one of our listeners.
I really don't understand what you're calling me about.
One of our listeners told us she went on a date with you recently. You started acting really weird towards her, and you kind of just gave up halfway through dinner.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah? Her name's Cammie,
Yep, Cammie.
and you really hurt her feelings and therefore hurt my feelings.
We love
I
our
think more than
listeners.
anything, she's just confused, Justin.
And angry inside.
No, I know. It's not that dramatic, man. She just wants to know why you're not calling her back and what changed.
So Cammie, you guys know Cammie? She called you?
Yeah, she
I don't-
emailed our show, and we spoke to her about your date, and she had a great time with you.
I'm not really sure what to tell you or how much you guys already know, but I just realized, we're two different types of people, Cammie and I. Honestly,
What?
things just couldn't work out between us.
So wait, hold on. Like, was there a moment that told you that? Because why would you just stop making eye contact with her? Why wouldn't you say, oh man, you know what? I don't know that this is going to work out.
Here's the thing. I went into the dinner really hopeful, but it was really loud in the restaurant, and maybe I didn't quite hear what she ordered. But, when the plates arrived, I saw that she ordered this one plate called the surf and turf.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
every steakhouse
Yeah.
has a surf and turf.
They did invent that term,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah.
Whatever
I don't want to go into a whole lot of details about it, but it just wasn't okay with me.
But didn't you specifically...
So you're cheap.
Yeah.
Hold on. We don't know why
Yeah.
it wasn't okay.
I mean, I don't get it, though, because she said that you told her to order anything she wanted and that the company credit card was paying for it.
Yeah, if anything, it's on you.
Look, this is going to sound really weird.
Okay.
So surf and turf includes lobster.
Okay.
Well, I actually have two pet lobsters
Oh, my God.
at
Shut
home
up.
that I love and care for.
Shut
They're very
up.
dear to me.
What?
No, you don't.
You're okay eating beef, a big cow, but because you have a pet lobster at home.
I don't just have one. I have two. I have two lobsters, and they are awesome. And, I don't have a pet cow. I don't know anybody who has a pet cow. But if I did know somebody, I wouldn't eat a cow in front of them.
That actually makes sense. I'm not saying I agree, but he has logic.
What are you talking about? What have you talked about your pet lobsters? Like, this is so weird.
What are you expecting when you go to a steakhouse?
Listen, look, there are two tiny lobsters. One is named Snip, and the other's named Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute. But, I mean...
Look, I told you, I knew you would think it was weird. I hear them laughing. I knew it. Look, but they mean a lot to me. And I just wasn't expecting to see her order lobster to eat in front of me.
Well, did Cammie know that you owned two lobsters before she put in her order?
I don't think we got to that point. We had talked about other stuff.
So I don't understand. That's so unrealistic. Like, how is she supposed to respect feelings that she doesn't even know about?
Yeah,
I understand that, but look, can you imagine from my perspective, right? Yeah. One of the lobster on her plate, the lobster on her plate looked like Snip.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Wow, that must have
very traumatic for you.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I couldn't even look at her because every time I looked over there, I felt like I was going to cry. As like she was eating my pet.
Justin,
okay.
What a good pet owner.
I got to be honest with you, man.
Da Vinci.
Not in a million years would I have guessed that this was the reason you weren't calling her back.
I'm guessing Cammie couldn't have guessed either.
Let's find out if Cammie could have guessed, because Justin, I need to tell you, she's been on the other line listening, and she wants to talk to you.
She's been on the phone this whole time?
Yes, she has.
Yeah. Hi. Justin, this has to be made up. Like, I listened to this whole thing, and I was like, this just sounds like you don't want to say what the real thing is. So whatever you're, like, on the spot on the radio. I get it. It's weird. But at this point, like, what is the reason?
You don't believe him.
No.
Cammie, I'm being honest. Things were great, and then I saw you bite into it looked like one of my pets.
Don't they all look the same?
No, they do not all look the same.
Why would you take her there, though? It was your suggestion to go to this.
No, it was a steakhouse. It wasn't a lobster house. It was a steakhouse.
I can see that.
Wow. I mean, now that you know this, Cammie, do you feel bad at all?
Well, I can't feel bad for eating lobster at a nice restaurant and like.
Don't say it. Don't say
Is it that you can't feel bad or you won't feel bad?
Oh man.
I can't feel bad about that. I don't.
And this is why I knew at one point in the dinner that nothing would work out between us.
I mean, I'm sorry. This just sounds crazy.
How am I supposed to say that you're eating something that looks like my friend?
That's a pretty good way to say it. You probably should have just said that.
You know what's weird to me is that you don't even feel bad. Now that you know, like,
because you had a chance to like say what was wrong. You didn't say what was wrong. You just got quiet and you made me feel bad. And now it's just like I'm so evil for eating lobster in a nice restaurant where we ate meat.
Okay.
Like you like steak, and cows have more personality. I'm sorry.
Now we're gonna compare.
Wow.
You don't understand. Lobsters are great companions.
How?
Oh, I kind of want a lobster.
How is a lobster a great companion?
You never have to walk them. They're never going to pee on the floor.
Yeah.
You may have heard this, but lobsters are loyal. They mate for life.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Please.
Unlike those promiscuous dogs and cats that sleep around.
Yeah.
A dog will hump a leg.
What?
A lobster mates for life. And they live over 100 years. So now let me tell you, Cammie, that's way longer than you're going to live with all that butter that you were putting that lobster in.
Oh my God, Kenny, this is so crazy. I don't have to justify butter to you.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I mean, wait, would you give her another chance if she said she'd never eat lobster again?
Or in front of you?
It's so hard. Even right now, revisiting that night, it's so hard for me.
Okay, Justin, look, I don't want to put you through any more trauma. I don't want to give you any more PTSD. So let me just ask, would you like to go out on another date with Cammie? We'll pay for it. No lobster, just any other type of seafood will be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys can eat crabs and then give her crabs later.
No crabs. crustaceans.
Both fresh.
All. No.
I don't know. This is a terrible way to start a relationship.
But everything else was so
Tough to
good,
come back
bro.
from.
Other than
I don't
this,
know. I think we've gone too far down the
No
hole. I don't
turning
think we
back.
can recover after the butter and the Leonardo da Vinci lot or whatever his name is. I don't.
Leonardo da Vinci, like the painter.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But
This is just too much for me. I'm not interested anymore either. You guys are worried about him being triggered. I'm triggered by this whole conversation.
No.
Yeah,
wow.
all right.
Both scarred.
It
Okay.
just doesn't end up well.
Well,
I hope you never go out on a date and somebody eats like a dog or a kitten in front of you.
Oh my God.
I really.
Oh, that's a
I
given.
hope that too. Thank you for
because-
that.
what restaurants are you going to? Everybody's had a first date that just didn't go according to plan.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know,
Most of them.
whether you showed up 20 minutes late or accidentally called them by the wrong name,
Ooh, yeah.
or they got back together with their ex in the middle of appetizers.
Wow.
It's always awkward.
They
Not
told
great.
you to get off your phone. Now look what happened.
Couldn't even make it to the main course.
Yeah, but I'd almost prefer those bad dates to the ones where you can't think of a bad moment, because at least you know.
What?
Yeah, that's true. You have an answer.
But
That's interesting.
one of our listeners has been going crazy trying to figure out why the night took a turn for the worst. And now she's at an all-time low, calling a bunch of morons on the radio for help. So here we are. Cammie, I'm sorry that you've been reduced to this.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah.
He was like, I said I would never do this.
Yep.
And here I am.
Yeah. So tell us about the guy that brought you to this new low. What's his name?
His name's Justin.
Justin. Okay.
Where'd you meet Justin?
On an app.
All right.
I don't know if you've been on apps recently, but it's like hit and miss, but like more like a million misses.
That,
Yeah.
We hear that a lot from our listeners.
Were you excited about Justin, though?
Yeah, no, I was. I mean, most guys now, like, they're really quick to be kind of overtly sexual, and it's just like, ugh, it's so gross.
Yeah.
And then this guy, though, like, he was sweet and he's sincere. Like, it just, like, refreshing, I guess. And then,
So by sweet and sincere, you mean he didn't ask to exchange nudes in the first 5 minutes?
Oh, my God. It's like the bar is so low.
Yeah.
It's just like,
the
this
bar
guy
is very low.
He just said, how are you?
And I'm like,
Creepy. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Don't ask me normal things.
I'm sorry, but we're on Tinder, okay? If you say hello, that means you want it. Boom, here's a pic, girl. What's up?
Yeah. So
Poor Cammie.
really sweet and sincere, not asking you for anything. What did you guys do for your date?
Well, it took a while for us to get there, first of all. Like, we had talked on the phone for, like, 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. You had an actual phone conversation?
I know.
Are you
it's
sure
weird.
that he's actually into women?
Even then, are you sure he's not 80 years old?
Yeah.
I think it's a better question.
No, but all jokes aside, even the last time I really clicked with somebody, it's when you actually talk and call, and like that is like a whole new level nowadays. That's awesome.
It makes me nervous just
It
even
does.
thinking about making that phone call.
yeah. When you're about to answer, you're nervous. You're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, we're really gonna talk here.
So
All
you guys
right.
were clicking.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. And then he said we were going to go to a steakhouse for dinner.
Good choice.
We got there, and he was handsome, and he seemed like, like we hadn't FaceTime, but he looked like his pictures, like he sounded like himself. Like sometimes you meet somebody, you're like, oh, that's who you are in real life? I didn't think that was going to happen. But no.
That's what the nudes are for. They show you who they really are.
Even the dudes are photoshopped. Though.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Okay.
How did he receive you? Like,
I think it was good.
I know,
like,
that's
Look.
What
you know what I meant. You know what I mean.
You
Yeah.
are awful on a dating app.
What was
Did
he like
you
in real
also-
person?
Did you also show up correctly? I don't
Oh
No,
my
I know what you
gosh.
mean. I know what you mean. No, I look like my pictures.
She understood what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she got it.
So how was your connection on the date?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was like we just kept talking about the same stuff. We talked about, like, trips we took and our friends, like normal date stuff.
Did you feel like you ran out of things to talk about at any point?
No, I don't think so. Well, at one point he was going to put this on his company credit card. So I was like, oh, hopefully it doesn't get him in trouble. But he said, well, if you talk about one business thing, it counts.
A technicality? So you guys talked about business stuff?
No, we were making jokes. Like, we were saying things like lucrative deals and mergers and, like, run it up the flagpole. And, like, we were just trying to be silly with it, I guess.
Sounds hot.
Okay.
Since he was offering to pay on the company card, what did you get for dinner?
I got surf and turf.
Yeah, you
Company's
did.
paying for
Yeah.
it.
The most
That's a girl.
expensive. Okay.
Well, you're doing business.
Now we're talking.
He got a steak. Like, he got a really nice steak. So,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So where did the night get weird for you?
Okay, so this is the thing. Like, all of a sudden, kind of the mood changed. It was like two different people. Like, he got much quieter. He stopped making eye contact.
Oh.
It was like the weirdest thing. Like, he's barely touching his own food. So I was like, well, is he sick? Like, is something wrong? Like, what is he trying to just power through and be a hero, but some appetizer's not making him feel good? Or I don't.
Oh, so this happened before even the main course came?
It's kind of as the main course is coming.
Okay. Have you come up with any reasons, you think?
No. And I even said, like, did I say something? Did I do something? He's like, no, it's fine. Yeah, I had a really good time. And he hugged me and, like, that's it.
Wow, so you asked him.
Well, it was so weird. And I was like, I really at that point was like, well, I have nothing to lose by saying that.
At that point, did you try and save the date with a nude pic? Because it could happen that way, too. I don't know. This is really bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, maybe somehow he got news that was bad.
I don't know. Like, my friends are like, well, maybe.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The actual date on today's second date update is crazy. All right. So this girl emailed us. She actually went car shopping with a guy on their first date. And he ended up buying her a car.
Stop it. That is not true.
No, it's not true at all. The car shopping part was true. I made up the rest. Morgan is on the phone with us right now to do a second date update. She wants us to call a guy named Graham today to find out why he won't call her back. How are you, Morgan?
I'm good. How are you, Jubal?
Good. So you went car shopping on your first date, huh?
Yes, we did.
That actually sounds kind of fun to me.
Of course it
That's
does.
because you buy more cars in 1 year than anyone I've ever met in my life.
I like going on test drives. I don't think a girl would enjoy doing it. But Morgan, how does somebody go car shopping on a first date?
Well, we met at the gym, and we'd been seeing each other there for like 2 months.
All right.
And I was hoping he would ask me out, but he didn't. So finally I was like, hey, man, let's go out sometime.
So this isn't like a brand new thing that you got. You guys actually know each other pretty well.
I mean, yeah, like we see each other, a couple times a week, and we always say hi and have like at least a conversation.
But
Okay.
you've never seen each other outside of the gym. This would be your first out of the gym experience together.
Correct.
Okay.
When you asked him to hang out, did he know that it was like a date situation, or did he think you were going out as friends?
I think he knew it was a date because what he said was, the reason I haven't asked you out is I don't have a car right now.
Oh.
He's like, my car's in the shop. So
Okay. Well, that had to feel good for you when you finally got up the nerve to ask him out, and he was like, hey, I've been thinking about asking you out too.
yeah, yes, it did.
All right, so he doesn't have a car, and you offered to go buy him a car? That's very nice.
That's generous.
No, didn't buy him a car, but since he didn't have one, I thought it would be nice to go car shopping together.
Okay, but
It's nice. It's a
why
unique idea.
skip drinks and the normal date stuff and go to car shopping?
I don't know. I thought it would be like a fun activity and a good way of helping him out.
I actually think that would be cool. If I didn't have a car and a girl asked me out, and I was like, well, I don't really have any transportation. I don't want to take you on the bus. And she's like, well, it'd be fun to go car shopping. I'll take you. I would think that would be a fun date, actually, Morgan.
So long as you avoid the drinks before the test drive.
Yeah. Did he seem to enjoy it?
Yeah, we had a really great time. Like, it was like a fun thing to do on a date.
Is there anything that happened while you guys were out looking at cars that you think was awkward for him, or?
The only thing that came to mind is, like, once I introduced us as, like, a married couple.
Oh,
Like,
no,
they asked if we were, and I was like, oh, yeah, we're, yeah. And I thought it was hilarious, and he did not laugh.
Okay. So maybe that was it. Maybe he's like, oh, man, that's a little crazy.
I mean, if that happened to you, Jubal, would you think that this girl is automatically thinking marriage off the first date?
It depends how she did it. If you looked at him while you were saying it and you're like, yes, we're husband and wife, then I'd be a little creeped out. Did he seem upset by that, or?
No, I wouldn't say upset. He just looked really uncomfortable.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you guys kiss or anything? Get in the back seat of one of those cars? Anything?
Really give it a test drive.
Yeah.
No, the date ended in a hug.
Have you guys talked at all since your date? I mean, you were friends at the gym. I'm assuming that
Weirdly, I have not seen him at the gym at all, but we have been texting like a little bit, but I definitely feel like he's blowing me off.
That's
so
not a good sign.
He's responding to your texts. What's he saying?
Just like basic conversation. Like, LOL, I know, me too, whatever. But
Okay,
nothing.
so it feels like he's avoiding you.
I think he's blowing me off, but I can't be for sure, so that's why I need your help.
Okay, we'll play a song, come back, call him, get him on the phone, and get your second date update.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
2.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second date update, Morgan is on the phone. She wants to call this guy named Graham. They apparently have been gym buddies for a little while. She finally asked him out. Unfortunately, he didn't have a car, so he didn't want to go out with her, but she said, let's go car shopping. It'll be fun. And that's how they spent their day together. She says that everything went well, except for one kind of awkward moment where she pretended that the two were married to the car salesman. Yeah. And he seemed a little weirded out by that, but other than that, everything seemed cool. And now they've talked a little bit, but it's obvious that he's avoiding her. Morgan, are you ready to give him a call and find out if he is actually avoiding you?
Yes, I am ready.
All right. Anything else you can think of that might have caused him to not want to see you again?
No, everything was really great. It was really natural and fun, and like I was thinking about it, and that was pretty harmless. Like he wasn't upset. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Okay. And you haven't seen him at the gym at all?
No.
Right.
I will say, as someone who's dated like everybody at my gym, if you get somebody to change their gym schedule, then you might have done
something wrong.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan, here we go. I'm going to dial his phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Graham, please?
This is Graham.
Graham, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Like the radio?
Yeah. Just like the radio. How you doing?
Fine.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners and they've been trying to get a hold of you. You know who I'm talking about?
I think so.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Why aren't you calling Morgan back?
Yeah.
This is kind of weird. Like, I don't feel like it's any of your business, really.
Well, it kind of is my business because Morgan actually asked me to call you and find out if you're avoiding her.
Well, I'm not.
You're not avoiding her?
I mean, I've been texting her and stuff, so I don't know.
Okay. But she says she's been trying to see if you'll go out on another date with her, and you've been very unresponsive, and then she also hasn't seen you at the gym. So she's confused and feels like you don't want to see her again. That's not true?
I mean, I want to see her again for sure. It's just, I'm in a bit of a situation right now that just prevents me from pursuing it at the moment.
Okay. Is it the car situation?
She told you about my car situation?
Yeah, she just told us that she asked you out on a date at the gym, and you said you couldn't go out because you didn't have a car at the time, it was in the shop, and so you went car shopping together.
Which sounds like a fun date.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking, is it because you don't have a car?
Well, all right. So between you and me, I do have a car. It's not that.
So you lied about the car?
Well, I didn't. Well, I kind of had to because you guys, if you keep this between us, the deal is that at the moment I'm like kind of locationally up in the air.
Are you living in your car?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I'm temporarily staying in my car because I had a really bogus job like 4 months ago. So I quit and I couldn't find anything right away, and then rent was due and I had to
leave my spot. And so it basically came down to the fact that it was like, I want to go on a date with Morgan, but literally everything I own is in my car. So it's kind of weird to like show up and be like, hey, welcome to my home.
Okay, so you haven't been avoiding Morgan because you don't want to see her. You've been avoiding her because the situation that you're in right now doesn't feel ideal to be dating somebody and might not be that attractive to her.
Exactly, yeah.
And I'm guessing that's why you're not at the gym, is because you can't afford the membership right now.
Well, the gym is actually the one thing that I do have because I use it to shower and make myself presentable, and I just know when Morgan goes, so I try to avoid those times.
Do you feel like she's not going to want to see you if she found this information out? She seems like she's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she's really nice. She's definitely one of the coolest people I've met in a really long time, but I just I don't want to it up. So
I don't think you have to worry too much. I dated a guy that lived in his car. Didn't end well, but I still dated him.
Yeah, my situation's going to change, and when it does, then I'm going to really pursue this. She's a great girl, and I just don't want to start off on a bad foot.
Well, then what can I tell her then? Because she had us call you because she wanted to find out if you're avoiding her. If I just tell her, hey, he's not avoiding you, just trust me, just hang out for a little while and he'll be back, that's going to sound kind of weird. Don't you think you should just be honest with her and see what she says?
I guess. I don't know, but I'd rather tell her myself,
Perfect. I can actually make that happen for you, Graham, because she's actually on the other line listening.
Serious?
Yeah.
I gotta go, you guys.
Hold up a second, Graham. We just need 1 second with you. Graham?
Hello?
Morgan?
Wait, I'm so confused about what just happened.
I'm pretty sure he hung up on us.
Ugh.
I'm guessing he's probably embarrassed or something. I want to get him back on the phone though, because I want you guys to talk.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him about it.
Did you know that he lived in his car?
No, but to be fair, I only see him at the gym, so...
Yeah.
Does it bother you?
I have questions about it for sure.
All right, I'm going to try to get him back on the phone, see if we can talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Graham?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had a job offer calling on the other line, but it wasn't.
Oh, all right, that sucks. Well, I was in the middle of telling you that Morgan was on the phone and wanted to talk to you. Morgan?
Hello.
Hey, Morgan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, I guess.
So, I had no idea.
Yeah, well, that was kind of the point. I was hoping it would stay that way, but...
Graham, you could have told me you're living out of your car. I would have understood.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to, mess anything up before we even, got started with anything, I don't know. I just wanted to be able to, do nice things and, take you places and, start off on the right foot rather than have it be, some kind of weird thing that, we have to, overcome together right at the beginning.
That's totally understandable. So do you want to get a job? Are you looking for a job? What's your deal?
Yeah, I've been looking every day. It's that's my job right now is getting a job. It's just not that easy right now. And I'm, if you could just give me 2 more weeks, I'm going to have something by then. I have a couple of leads coming through right now, and I'll be back on my feet then. And I don't know. I just hate to ruin this before anything even had the chance to happen.
Yeah, but Graham, now that you guys got this out of the way, I will pay for you guys to go on a second date. Yeah. Would you? You might as well go out with Morgan again, especially now that she knows what she knows, and you guys can talk a little more in depth about the situation.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, I want to. I just hope she will.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, Graham, why do you have to wait 2 weeks until you get a job? I will pay for you guys to go on a second date.
Free hot meal. Come on, Graham.
And then you guys can decide what you want to do about your situation when you go out. But would you like to go out with her?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Morgan, do you want to go out with Graham again?
Graham, I like you, and I would love to hear more about your situation and I'm totally down to hang out with you and go on a date with you.
Oh, I like
That's
her.
Aw, it's gonna be so easy to get her back to your place, Graham.
I mean, that's awesome. I really didn't expect you to be that cool about it, and I'm just glad to hear that. It's like a huge relief.
There you go.
Aw.
Successful second date update. We'll send you guys out again, and you can have a good time. Graham, I want to let you know it's your lucky day today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because not only am I sending you out on a second date with Morgan, but I'm going to go ahead and adopt you as my own. You can come stay at my place if you'd like.
I think I'd rather stay in my car.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Today's second date update might have actually just changed somebody's life. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. If you missed today's brand new second date update, this girl Morgan wanted us to call Graham because he'd been avoiding her. Turns out that Graham, when we got him on the phone, doesn't have a house. He's in between places right now because he quit his job and can't afford rent, so he's living in his car, and that's why he was avoiding her, because he was embarrassed of that.
It's
cool.
tough.
At the end of it, she gave him a second chance. She wanted to go with him again.
That's
She didn't.
so cool.
She could look past that. But I say that it could change his life because we're getting so many text messages in at 78592 with job opportunities for Graham, and that's what he was saying. He quit
amazing.
because he couldn't take his job anymore that he was doing because it was terrible. And so he's been looking for a new job, and he was going to try to find a job and then hopefully ask her out on a date when he could afford to take her out and could afford to have a place to take her back to. But everybody texting us at 78592 is offering Graham a job. I'm going to go ahead
So awesome.
and get all these together, give it to him, and then I'll leave it up to him to get in contact with you guys. But we really appreciate that.
You guys are awesome. We have the best listeners.
Yeah, like we joke around a lot and stuff, but when it comes to like semi-serious stuff like this is so.
Don't they know that we're supposed to be all cold-hearted
Yeah,
here?
I
mean,
know.
come on, we're the feel-bad station.
This is not what we do. This is uncharted territory for us. It's really weird. Charitable things. Interesting. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I think Graham will obviously appreciate it, and hopefully he can get a job out of the deal, and the two of them can start a relationship, or at least go out and enjoy each other's company a little bit. But I will get all the job offers down. Keep them coming if you want to try to interview him for a job and you're interested in that. At 78592, I'll give it to him and see if he can get in contact with you, and we'll get an update. I'll stay in contact with Graham and see if we can find out if he actually gets a job out of the deal, and then if he does, I want 10% of whatever he's making because I helped him find that job. Kind of a finder's fee.
right.
Look, we're charitable to a point, all right? I'm not an idiot.
Have limitations, all right?
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When you go out on a first date, you learn a lot about the other person, their likes and dislikes, what TV shows they might like, and people are very passionate about their TV. Like, I know for me, if you disrespect New Girl, I will gut you like a fish.
Because you're just so adorable.
Yep. I will come across the table. I've actually choked someone out at a restaurant before because they disrespected New Girl. And it wasn't even the person I was out with. It was somebody 3 tables down. I heard them say they didn't like it. Anyway, that's the reason that Sherman, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, thinks that his date ditched him in the middle of their date.
What?
Because he disrespected her TV show.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Sherman?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Did she like throw her drink in your face as she stormed out of the restaurant?
No, none of that. I went to the bathroom, and then I came back, and she was gone, and she like left like a pile of money at my seat to pay for the meal.
So you got ditched in the middle of your date. Your email said the only thing you could think of was an argument about TV. What happened before she ditched
I
you?
mean, we're talking about TV shows and shows we liked and stuff, and she brought up Real Housewives.
Okay.
And I kind of chuckled at that, and I kind of made fun of her for a little bit, but I was just joking.
Like, how bad did you make fun of her? Like,
Well, I mean, when she said I watched Real Housewives, I was like, you really watch that trash? And that's kind of, I don't think she liked it, but I was joking.
Did she laugh about that, or did she seem legitimately pissed off at you?
I feel like she was more upset than she was happy about it.
And how long after you made that comment did she ditch you in the middle of your date?
I'd say we talked for another 5-10 minutes, and then I had to go make a restroom break.
Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Up into the TV discussion, you're saying everything was fine on your date?
Everything seemed cool. Yeah, we met at the restaurant, got our appetizers. We had some small conversations, just talking about likes and dislikes and stuff. I thought it was going fine.
You'd never met this girl before. This is like a blind date or someone you met online?
Yeah, it was a blind date situation. Her friend is my neighbor, and I was just talking to my neighbor one day about how, I'm single and, ready to mingle and stuff. And then he was like, you should meet my friend. And then she seemed down to meet up. So we met up, and I thought it was going great.
Until you dropped the hammer on her about Real Housewives. So when you got back to the table and you saw a pile of cash sitting there and your date gone, what'd you do?
I just kind of sat there and just waited. I thought maybe she went to the valet or maybe she wanted to go on a smoke break or something. And probably like 15 minutes in, I realized I got ditched.
So did you try to call her or text her or anything?
Yeah, I was sending her a text, just, making sure things were cool. And I was like, hey, did I offend you with the housewives thing? It was just a joke. Sending her things like that, but she just hasn't responded back.
So you've heard nothing from her other than coming back to the table, finding cash, and no date.
Yeah, cash on the seat, and she was gone.
Do you actually want to talk to a woman who would be so offended by anyone talking trash about housewives again, though?
Well, I don't think she realized I was joking about the housewives thing. Like, I don't mind housewives. It's just, it's cool to hate. It's a fun show to hate on.
It is. It's very fun to hate on that. Easy. But do you want to call somebody who ditched you in the middle of a date because of it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, she was really cool. She was beautiful. She was smart. We laughed and stuff. Like, I wouldn't mind a second date if it's at all possible.
Huh.
And I think the housewives thing was the cause, but honestly, I'm not sure. It could have been anything. So I just kind of want to get some closure on this and figure out what exactly, what did I do?
Yeah, it would be confusing if somebody left me in the middle of the day. I mean, it's never happened. But if it did happen, it would bother you a lot because you're like, what did I do that was so wrong? She couldn't even handle hanging out with me for like another hour until we finished dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to know exactly what went wrong. And, if I can get a second date, great. But if not, I at least want to get some closure on this whole thing.
That's understandable.
It's just hard for me to believe that anyone who's a fan of Housewives doesn't understand also how ridiculous it is. I think you did something else.
I don't think I did anything else, but it's the only thing I could think of right now, like I said.
All right, well, let's find out then. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Sherman is on the phone with us. He recently went out with a girl named Sarah. While they were at dinner, he got up to use the bathroom, came back, she was gone, there was cash left behind on the table, and that's the last he's heard of her. Tried to text her, call her, and heard nothing back. I do have a question for Sherman before we get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sherman, let me ask you this. When you came back to the table and your date was gone, were there any ashes or burn marks anywhere around the table?
No, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, because I've heard of this happening before. Sometimes people will spontaneously combust. And I'm thinking that might have happened.
Oh, my God. And the money just flew out of her pocket from the explosion.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure she survived.
You think she survived?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Because you haven't heard anything from her. It's all speculation at this point. She could have combusted and turned into the money.
Oh.
I've heard of that happening, too.
I've never.
There's all kinds of things, Sherman.
That'd be a good superpower.
Yeah.
No kidding.
The only thing Sherman can think of that went wrong is they got into a little disagreement about the TV show Real Housewives. She said she watches it. He made a joke like, I can't believe you watch that trash. And she seemed legitimately offended. It was shortly after that she left, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm going to call her right now, get her on the phone, and find out what went wrong. You ready?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hey, Sarah, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Nice to
why
meet
are you guys calling me?
Well, because somebody emailed us about you.
Somebody emailed you about me.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Sherman.
Sherman?
Yep, and you recently went out on a date with him and then
Oh, my God.
You ditched him in the middle of your date.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that weirdo.
What?
Wow. Can you just talk to us for a second, please? Because he's wondering why you would ditch him in the middle of the date. He thought it was because he insulted Real Housewives.
What?
Yeah, he said that you guys were talking at the dinner table, and then you made a comment of how you watched that show, and he said that show's garbage, and then it was after that you left. So that's the only thing he could think of.
Oh, my God. That's the only thing he could think of. Yeah. I left because of a TV show. That is so stupid.
I take it that's not the answer.
See, so now would you like to defend yourself and tell us why you left?
Yeah. I have a very good reason.
Okay, what happened?
So we're on the date, whatever. We're talking. It's fine. I'm trying to get over the fact that his name's Sherman. It's fine. Whatever.
I didn't even think about that being a problem.
He gets up to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there, and this girl leans over next to us, and she's like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I know that guy, and you can't date him. And I'm like, oh, okay. And
What?
she's like, his name's Sherman. My friend dated him a few years ago, and within a couple of weeks, he slept with her mother.
What?
Whoa.
That is a huge accusation that you just got from a stranger.
I know. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? And I was totally grossed out. I wanted to throw up, and I was like, if it was enough for this woman to interrupt our date and, like, pull me aside, then, she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like, it kind of fit. Like, when I was looking at this guy, I'm like, yeah, he probably is a motherfucker.
Literally.
Sarah, let me ask you this. Though. Do you think that girl could have been like an ex-girlfriend who's just kind of hating on him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought that at first, but it just her tone and everything, like, it just, why would she say that? It was all too weird, and I had to just get out of there.
Have you left in the middle of a date before?
No, I've never had this happen to me before.
I mean, it's not like the guy was dangerous or anything. He just has a crazy ex story.
It made me nauseous.
Yeah.
I just pictured him, like, knocking boots with my mom, and I wanted to barf.
That's what I was going to say. At that point, Sarah, you got to think about your mom. It's not even about you. You got to get out of there. Otherwise,
Even your grandma.
yeah, who knows what this guy's going to be up to.
And he was weird. He was weird when I talked about how I like Housewives, and now I understand why.
All right. Hey, Sarah?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do also have to tell you that Sherman is actually listening on the other line, though.
What the
Yep. Sherm, you there?
It's not as black and white as that, It's not as simple as just, sleeping with somebody and the mom. It's not
It's not as black and white as that.
Oh, my God. You slept with their mom? Like, that really happened?
There are a lot of things happening, like, that go into this story that make this story complete.
So it's
And,
true.
you only have certain bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so it's true. Can we hear the rest of it then?
No, I mean, that's all one side of the story. It's not as black and white as that. And that's the thing with that. Like, I can't just
so we need to hear that
and be known as just one thing.
Yeah, but we should hear the other side of the story then, don't you think? Don't you want to defend yourself?
I don't think you're going to hear it right now, because I feel like you're just going to turn it against me right now.
No,
You're gonna make fun of me on the radio.
I think what you did is a great
Oh,
thing.
my gosh. No, you do not, Sherman. That is so gross.
I don't know what the big deal is. Like, people get into relationships all the time. They get all messy. I've been cheated on before. I'm sure Sarah's been cheated on before. It happens. It's part of life. Everyone just needs to get on with their lives like I'm trying to do.
I've been cheated on before, but nobody had sex with my mom.
Yeah.
It's the difference.
That's the point.
I'm sure someone's had sex with your mom.
Well, I know someone has. My dad has. Maybe somebody else. I've never asked her about her history that much, but I'm saying nobody's ever cheated on me with one of my parents. How did it happen, Sherman?
I don't want to talk about this. This is all in the past. Why are we bringing up past bullshit, all right? I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get to a second date with a new relationship with new people.
I get it, Sherman. I get it.
Bringing back old stuff all the time.
If you're not going to comment on it, Sherman, then Sarah, would you like to comment? Aren't you curious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a nasty perv, and it all lines up. He was wearing that icky cardigan on our date. And
That's the one thing I know. Dudes that wear cardigans, they always hump moms.
Hey, that is a red flag right there.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Rogers. He's a pervert.
I'm not a pervert. There was no children involved in this.
Except for the daughter of the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, adults. This isn't like children. This isn't like underage people.
Sherman.
Everything was legal. Everything was consensual. Now you're just trying to make me look bad. This is what I said. This isn't what I wanted to be happening right now.
All right, well, let me get this wrapped up for you then, Sherman. Sarah, would you like to go out on a second date with Sherman? We'll pay for it.
Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm not sleeping with some dude that slept with his girlfriend's mom.
Sherman, thanks for your time, man. I promise we're not laughing at you. We just want to know how it happened. That's all.
Jubal, ask me again. Your mom.
And if you tell me how you did that girl's mom, I will let you my mom. That's how bad I want to know.
What is wrong with you?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We've got a girl on the phone for today's second date named Cassidy. And she said in her email that they did a little social experiment on their first date. Didn't say what it was, but I've done a few myself. So, Cassidy, I'm guessing you both went to dinner with no pants on to see if they'd still serve you.
No.
I want to know, does it work?
I mean, it really depends on what restaurants you hit up.
No,
because,
it does not.
Well, yeah, if they have one of those make-your-own omelet stations, then you could probably get away with Porky Pig in it there.
I see what you're saying.
They're pretty lax. But, Cassidy, what are we talking about social experiment-wise here?
Cassidy?
Oh, hi guys. How are you?
Oh, hi. You're doing a second date, remember?
Maybe the social experiment she's doing is let's get on the radio and then net talk. See what happens.
Sorry, I was texting somebody.
Oh my God. Really? We can't put our phone. I mean, I don't want you to put your phone down now, but you know what I'm saying. Concentrate, Cassidy.
Clearly, this is a priority for you. So, who's this guy that you want us to call while you text away?
Okay, so this guy's name is Sam, and he and I met on on Tinder.
Okay.
And I really liked him. He was like a really unique guy. He had like the perfect dad bod, which I'm very into. So he wasn't like too muscular, but he wasn't too skinny. I like that.
Stop it. Are you in your 20s? Why are you going for dad bods? You have the rest of your life to be hooked up with a dad bod.
Dad bods are important to society, bro.
I'm
Back
just
off.
saying, man, your single years should be not spent on dad bods. You got the next 50 of them to do that.
It sounds like you're too old and you're not taking advantage of the dad bods around here.
She makes a good point.
Yeah, her husband is a runner. So this girl, don't listen to her.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So dad bod Sam, that's his name?
Yeah.
All right. And what did you and Flabby do for your date?
So we went to go eat seafood.
Okay.
And everything was really going great. And that's when the social experiment came in.
So wait, is this something you guys came up with together or?
No, it was something that he came up with.
Oh, what was it?
So he looks at me and he goes, "Do you trust me?"
Ooh.
And I said, yes.
Why would you say that? You never say yes immediately to a guy that's just randomly like, do you trust me?
Yeah, especially a guy you met on Tinder.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the universe is telling you scream no.
He has not given her a reason to not trust him, okay?
Being on Tinder is enough reason not to trust someone.
All right, so you said yes. What did he want you to do?
So I hand him my cell phone. He tells me I can turn it off.
Okay.
He calls over the waiter, and he hands the waiter both of our cell phones, and he says to him, "Don't give it back until we're done with dessert."
This guy's crazy. What? No phones?
Yeah, can't call for help now, little lady.
I mean, I guess I could see this being like a classy move. Like he wants to focus on just the two of them.
Kidding aside,
have no distractions.
So as the waiter is walking away with our cell phones, I was freaking out. I was like, what is going on? I don't understand. This is really strange. This is really weird. So I was like trying not to be vocal about it. But yeah, it was a weird kind of thing to do.
Yeah, she's breaking into cold sweats and her hands start to shake.
Dude, I feel you.
You need your fix. I mean, how is anybody going to know what your dessert looks like if you can't take a picture of it?
I mean,
exactly.
Even if you don't answer during a date, to feel the buzz, just to know it's on you is important.
Yeah. Like people are with me on this date.
Exactly.
I'm not alone.
He sounds so jaded over here, but he took the phone away. And so how did it go?
Actually, after the phones were gone and we had no distractions, it ended up being really good.
and we were focusing on each other. We were both listening and talking, and the whole thing was really sweet.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. So,
great.
I mean, did you end the date thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to use my phone again?
I mean, listen, I would love to have my phone. It's like a part of me. But it was really nice for like that hour that we were together that I didn't have it, and we just got to be with each other.
Okay, that's
right.
great.
So besides that, did anything like weird happen?
No. So afterwards, we had a really, really great time. There was a small kiss.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure I would get a text or a call. But here's the thing, though. He's not taking initiative, and he hasn't asked me out on a second date. So I'm honestly shocked. Like, I don't understand.
So have you tried to ask him out at all?
I mean, I've tried to, like, hint to him that I would be really interested in going on another date with him.
Yeah.
But he's not taking the bait.
So what do you think it is that maybe turned him off?
I don't know, and I really want to know because I actually really like him.
Well,
Right.
how long has it been? Because if he's not a big phone guy, obviously, maybe he literally isn't checking his phone.
Maybe he's writing you letters in the mail and they just haven't gotten there yet.
Maybe a carrier pigeon is going to bring it to your doorstep.
No.
I mean, it's been a while, and so he should have asked by now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I think this one is actually weird. Like, for someone to
Mystery.
be interested enough to want to actually concentrate on you during the date, give you a kiss.
And I didn't tell you guys, but he was super sweet and super cute during the dessert.
Oh,
How?
Really?
So he asked for a candle for the tiramisu, and I looked at him and I was like, oh, it's not my birthday. It's not going to be my birthday for another 6 months. And he was like, well, we should celebrate your half birthday. And so the candle came out, and he was like singing "Happy Half Birthday to You."
Oh my God, that's really cute.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really cute.
And free dessert? I would celebrate quarter birthdays if we got free desserts out of
Dude,
it.
I hope Dad Bod Sam turns out as good as you say he is.
I like him.
Yeah.
All right, well, Sam apparently has already won over everybody in this room, so if he won't go out with you, maybe he'll go out with Jose.
Let's hope.
And
Yeah.
We're going to play a song, come back. We'll give him a call and see if we can get you a second date. All right, Cassidy?
Cool, thanks.
Okay, well, we've got a very special caller on the phone with us right now.
What?
1, 2, 3. Happy half birthday, dear Cassidy. Happy half birthday to you.
Yay, Cassidy!
Oh, Cassidy celebrated her half birthday recently when she went out to dinner with a guy named Sam. Because Sam asked the waiter to bring a candle to put in their tiramisu. And when Cassidy said, my birthday's not for 6 months, he's like, well, we'll just celebrate your half birthday.
How
Yes.
smooth.
Dude, it's so cute. And Cassidy, I gotta say, thumbs up for you because I have been trying to get people to celebrate my half birthday for years, and no one is on board.
No one can count that high, though, so
Shut
it's really
up.
hard to celebrate her
Dang
birthday.
it.
Half is hard.
Always.
That was actually the funniest thing you guys said all morning.
Oh, thanks, Cassidy. Thanks.
We said
High
something
praise.
funny. That's good.
Has anything else come to your mind that's gone wrong? Because so far, you have told us about the world's most perfect Tinder date ever.
I'm telling you, he was sweet. He had the perfect dad bod. Everything was amazing.
Oh, okay. You're like, let me squeeze those love handles, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassidy,
That's
maybe
true.
you didn't have the right amount of dad bod.
Uh-oh.
Did you ever think about that?
Mom bod.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe she'd eat a little
You
bit
know
more
what?
tiramisu the next time before you go
There
out on the
it
date.
is.
That's the thing. Nobody finds mom bod sexy. Yeah, it's not a thing.
Mom bod?
I don't think it's a
do.
thing.
How dare you say that? I find
Yeah.
all mom bods attractive, so.
Yeah, even your own.
Yeah.
No, not like mom. No. I'm in single mom.
Yeah.
You're right. You're expecting.
Right.
You're
Move
not.
on. No, stop.
Yeah, we're getting too weird. Let's just make the call to Sam. And Cassidy, we're going to try and get you your second date, all right?
Cool.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I talk to Sam, please?
this is Sam. Who's this?
This is young Jeffrey. Work on the radio, doing something called a second date.
Okay.
Oh,
So we're taking you don't listen very often. That's okay.
I think I heard of it. I don't know.
No, you don't have to humor us. It's okay. Not everyone has.
That was awesome, Sam.
right.
This is actually probably pretty good news for you, I would think.
A girl named Cassidy told us about you. She said that you guys went on a date and she had a great time.
So you're calling me why? I mean, what's going on? I don't understand.
Well, we're calling you because part of the second date is that we reach out to you and try and figure out the reason why you're not calling someone back after you go on a date with them.
And Cassidy had a great time with you. And for some reason, you haven't asked her out again.
So I'm assuming she talked to you guys about this.
Yeah.
Yep.
She told us all about how sexy your dad bod is and
Oh, my God.
about the little thing that you did with the tiramisu and the candles.
But seriously,
Oh, yeah.
applause. Good move with a half birthday.
Thanks.
On our end, the date seemed really good. So what's the reason that you're not calling her back?
Well, I mean, after this first experience, I just can't really see myself with her, I guess you could say. I don't know, just the type of girl that she is.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, just her personality, I just see some red flags.
Okay.
Can you be more specific?
When we first met, I mean, first impressions are everything, and my first impression of her was really, really good. It was almost kind of too good.
Oh, that's it. Red flag. Too good. That's usually the number one.
What is it?
Yeah.
What does that mean it's too good? How is something too good?
Look, normal people, they don't make a really great first impression, okay? There's usually something off, something a little weird or awkward.
Okay.
And with her, everything was just perfect and really comfortable.
Okay, Sam, we need to sit down because it sounds like you have been on Tinder too long. And what you expect on a first date has really changed because that is what you want.
Yeah, man, Brooke's right. Like, what's really bothering you?
Well, there's one thing about her. It's this listening thing.
What listening thing?
She's a really good listener.
I thought he was going to
No, I don't know. What do you mean?
I feel like you're not even hearing yourself right now, Sam.
Hold on, hear him out.
When somebody's a really good listener, it just puts a lot of pressure on me to kind of talk well and to be interesting.
Okay.
I'm not used to being on a date with a girl that was so focused on me.
Well, but wasn't that your whole plan? Because she told us about the social experiment you did where you had the waiter take your phones.
Yeah, but
because you wanted to have the time for you two to concentrate on each other. And that's exactly what happened.
So, yeah, your idea worked.
Yeah,
But now you're saying that you're upset that she was listening to you?
She just seemed like way, way too good of a listener. And it rubbed me the wrong way. It really did.
I actually
flag.
do kind of see what he's saying because she has been listening to this whole conversation.
So basically, I'm too good of a listener, so you don't want to go on a date with me?
See, she did hear it.
She's listening. Oh,
yeah,
my
she's
God.
been
All
on
right.
the other line
That
listening
was-
to the conversation.
That was Cassidy.
Hi.
Sam, are you serious? This is honestly the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. I've literally never heard a man complain about being too good of a listener.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you normally listen that well? Is that, or...
What has happened in the dating world, you guys? Your red flag is all positives. You realize that, Sam.
I feel like this isn't really about listening or fun conversations. What's the real issue?
I think he's scared. Are you scared of commitment? Is that what it is? You're scared of liking
No.
someone?
Are you in love with your mom?
No.
There's some deep-seated root to this behavior. I'm trying to figure it out.
Listen, Cassidy, you were so focused on me and you were just so overly kind of attentive. It just makes me think that, she doesn't know how to behave without her phone.
Are you kidding me right now? That's how you think? You are crazy.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy talk.
I think I know what he's
No.
trying to say.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. I can never remember people's names. If someone can remember my name and met me once, I'm always like, how did you do that? So if a whole date goes flawlessly, I can kind of see why it's like, how did that even happen?
But how frustrating, Cassidy. I would be so frustrated right now if I were you.
Honestly, it just sounds like he wants another type of girl and not me.
You think it's an excuse. You don't believe him. You think that he's just saying you're too perfect just to let you down easy?
Totally, 100%.
Listen, no, it isn't like that at all. I would like to do this again. I just think that maybe I could throw out a couple of suggestions for you the next time we do go out,
Oh, yeah, sure, Sam. Why don't you list them off?
I hope you're listening.
I told you before that you made a really good first impression. How about this second time around? Maybe don't do that.
What do you want her to do? Show up late?
No, maybe not be so engaging. I want her to have more awkward pauses.
Yeah, stumble over your words. Make him feel more comfortable, like he's not intimidated by this perfect woman.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
Oh.
Cassidy, people talk a lot about themselves, okay? And I don't want that, but I want someone that kind of talks about themselves, a decent amount.
Huh.
To the point where I have to kind of fight to get a word in,
What?
that makes me listen.
Cassidy, okay, wait, hold on. Is what you're trying to say, Sam, you just want her to be more vulnerable with you and more herself?
I just don't want somebody that makes that good of a first impression. I want somebody that doesn't listen that great. And, I mean, even if you want to be kind of clingy towards me, I'm totally cool with it.
Oh my
Kind of
God.
clingy.
Not full.
So
Yeah, just drop the Y, just the cling. You just want a little cling from your ladies.
Are you good with that, Cassidy?
No.
No, hold on, Cassidy. Slow down. I thought you were a good listener. Let me ask. Would you like to go out on another date with Sam? We will pay for it.
Come on, Cassie. Honestly, think about it. It might be kind of fun to just go and try to have the worst date you possibly can.
Really bomb
I
it.
mean, just try to mess it up bad.
Yeah, forget his name. Like...
It'd just be a fun night.
Cassidy, really, listen to them. Listen to what they're saying. I know you're a good listener. And if you just go by a couple of the suggestions that I made, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be not too good, but it's going to be good.
Let's say we don't want it to be great.
So?
What do you say, Cassidy? Do you want to be his imperfect woman?
He doesn't deserve me. He needs to be with someone who's got all of these things that he wants because he's a crazy person.
Yeah.
He needs issues.
Well, he just needs a little less self-confidence, Cassie.
Actually, look, that wouldn't be that bad because she did come off very self-confident.
Oh,
my gosh. Okay. You lost me.
Yeah,
now,
that's an
dude.
instant turn off.
You're terrible.
All right, well.
Congrats, Cassidy.
Well, yeah, I mean, congrats,
Yeah.
but sorry we couldn't get you a second date.
At
Yeah.
least we got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for trying, you guys.
Oh, all right. So did she say yes? I wasn't listening. A girl named Clarissa emailed us for a second date saying that she went out with a guy about a month ago.
Okay.
And now she's finally ready to get back in touch with him.
After a month?
Yeah, I don't know why she would wait a whole month. Either she's playing the really, really slow game.
Yeah, I've heard of the month rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or two, she's superstitious and only wants to talk to him on the 13th of every month. Just to be safe. I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh my God.
Clarissa, is that true?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, good witch name for sure.
Clarissa, boy, let's trouble. You're on a broomstick, Clarissa?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, no, she regrets
I'm
calling
gonna
in.
go.
Help me out. Yeah.
So we'll get to it in just a second. But first, Clarissa, tell us about the guy that you want us to call today. What's his name?
His name's Matthew.
Okay.
And we met on Coffee Meets Bagel a month ago.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Coffee Meets Bagel.
Yeah, they were on Shark Tank.
I've been on a lot of the free ones, and I thought that if I paid for a subscription, I'd find like better quality guys, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
It is true. You pay like $5 a month, and boom, a whole new world of dating opens up. I hear. I can't.
Yeah, you've never done it.
Not tried it.
You're not swiping on Jose on Coffee Meets Bagel.
That makes sense, because if the guy's willing to pay to meet, then he must at least have a job.
Yeah,
Or-
I'm serious.
Or a
just,
trust fund.
invest. I was thinking more invested in the process, right? Like
Yeah.
you're taking it more seriously, like Jose said.
Rather than Tinder, where you're just trying to hook up with people.
So what was that like when you hit up Matthew? I mean, did you contact him first?
I did. What stood out to me about Matthew is that, first of all, he's really handsome. Like, not in a conventional way, which is something that I love, I guess.
And I do. What?
Unconventionally handsome?
So he's ugly.
Yeah, that's the nice way of saying that.
Not at all, not at all. He has this really cute crooked nose that I find so endearing.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought for sure she was going to say super old. Because that's, I mean, handsome and old people go together. I usually say hot, but, you know.
Sounds like he has like a prominent bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you and Matthew do?
So we went out to coffee.
Oh.
Hence Coffee Meets Bagel. Yeah.
Is that a requirement of the
Yeah.
website that you have to get coffee?
Stick with the theme.
And you have to eat bagels on the first date?
Partnership with like Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I love coffee, so.
Okay.
I think it's always so brave to go on a first date with someone you don't know without alcohol.
Yeah,
I do.
just that alone.
Like, I don't think I could do it, man. I'm always really impressed.
Even if it's a breakfast date, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
We're taking
mimosas
shots
or
or
something.
mimosas.
So how did coffee with Matthew go?
It went really well. He told me about what happened to his nose, and apparently it got broken because his 4-year-old nephew punched him.
Okay.
Oh, so your future boyfriend got beat up by a child, and that's cool.
But like super cute.
Super cute, or it says a lot about his family dynamic. But, okay.
It's like, so I punched him back.
Yeah.
He punched the baby. No.
No.
So anyway, so I told him that I was going to get my wisdom teeth taken out the following week. And, that I was really nervous about it. And he offered to drive me there and pick me up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, did he actually do it? Did he take you to your wisdom teeth appointment?
Yes. So he drove me there the following week and picked me up, I think.
I
Yeah.
think? Have you never seen a YouTube video of people after they get their wisdom teeth out?
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
But a baby punched him, so she probably
Yeah.
cried while she was drugs. It's probably fine.
Good point, Alexis.
No, but like you always say something stupid after you get your wisdom teeth out. Like you're
I know. I just needed someone. He honestly was the only person available.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But it was really sweet. I got there fine. I know he picked me up, but I don't know what happened after or how I got home.
Oh, God. Oh, my
I hope
God.
it was by him, but of course you don't. Wait, you haven't heard from him since then?
So you did something while you were high.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I texted him after just being like, thanks so much, for getting me home.
Yeah.
I hope everything was okay and I didn't do anything weird or whatever. And he just never got back to me. And that's been a month ago.
That's it.
Oh,
You
no.
said something, you did something.
Yeah, but it's forgivable. I mean, it's not like this guy doesn't know she was under anesthesia for
Right.
wisdom
True.
teeth.
I don't know. She could have the truth serum and it said some really
No.
offensive stuff.
I don't know.
Mhm.
But props to you for going a whole month without texting him.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I'm interested to know what you did or said while you were high on anesthesia. So, yeah, I think we all are. Let's play a song. We'll come back and we'll call Matthew and we'll try and get you your second date. Okay, Clarissa?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, hold on. You're just tuning in for the second date. We're talking with Clarissa, who went out with a guy named Matthew on a coffee date. She ended up liking him so much that she trusted him to take her to and pick her up from her wisdom teeth appointment.
That's a big
Questionable.
responsibility.
Yeah. So that happened, and afterwards, he's not calling her back.
He hasn't even texted her to check in and see
No.
if she's okay.
Now, Clarissa, I know that after you got your wisdom teeth out, you were on the anesthesia, you don't remember a lot, but is there anything that you do remember from it that might explain why he's avoiding you?
I have a very blurry memory of me possibly drooling on him.
Okay.
That's okay.
I mean,
though.
that's fine.
But I think I also I'm not sure, but maybe I tried to kiss him too. I'm really not sure.
Oh.
I think also okay. I mean, what is this guy expecting when he's going to pick somebody up from wisdom
I agree with
teeth?
Brooke.
Thank
He has
you.
a bloody mouth full of gauze.
Yeah.
It's not a good time for the first
He
kiss.
should be flattered.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's nasty.
Okay,
What is he, a
guys.
vampire?
I know.
what
That's a
does he
little,
want?
I mean, it could be a lot for a guy to handle the second time that you interact with someone. That's all we're saying. But let's find out, okay? We'll see what he's thinking. We're going to call Matthew right now. You ready, Clarissa?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to dial the number. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Matthew?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm calling from Dr. Sherman's office.
Oh, my God.
You picked up a female patient of ours recently, and while you were in the lobby, our receptionist said she saw you steal a handful of pens.
Jeffrey, stop
We would like those back, please.
You're from a doctor's office?
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you remember this.
All right. Well, Jeffrey, you need to come, please.
I gotta be honest, I
People
wasn't
here.
expecting him to answer that.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that was me.
Sorry, Matthew. I'm not really calling from the dentist. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I'm doing something called a second date.
Okay.
The way that works is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll get in contact with them for you to try and figure out what went wrong. And so you recently went out with a woman named Clarissa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, Clarissa emailed us because she says that she had a great time with you and really likes you and really appreciates that you would take her home after she got oral surgery, and she's hoping that she can see you again.
I don't think it's the best idea that we go out.
I mean, I don't know what you guys know. Did she tell you what happened?
She told us that you picked her up. I mean, you guys went on a date first. You went and got coffee. She told us about that and had a great time. And she said she really thought that you were handsome and that there was a connection.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice time, and she seemed great, but when I went to pick her up, she was drugged, obviously, after the surgery. And the whole way home, she was just saying crazy stuff, and I don't know, I just don't know if it's the best idea if we see each other again.
Okay.
That's what we kind of thought, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what could she have said? She was drugged up. Like you knew she was.
Yeah. What'd you expect?
Clarissa doesn't remember pretty much anything that happened during the ride home. So could you maybe explain a little bit?
This is really embarrassing, but while I was driving the whole way home, she kept making jokes about my height.
Are you
wait? Super tall, or are you
is that an issue for you? Like an area of where you're self-conscious?
I'm 5'7". I'm not that short. I'm taller than she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And normally I wouldn't necessarily care, but she was relentless about it. She was making jokes about it, like the entire way home.
What was she saying?
You're so tiny. You're like my tiny little Uber driver.
But she was drugged. It wasn't really her. I mean, anesthesia is different than alcohol, right? With alcohol, I feel like you're still yourself. Anesthesia, you become who knows what your brain is doing.
Yeah, can't you give her a break for that?
I mean, she said I needed a booster seat.
Okay.
Come on.
Like an Uber in one of those little smart cars.
Yeah.
She's obviously attracted to you. She told us again and again how handsome you are, how excited she was about going out with you.
Now I know how that 4-year-old nephew hit you in the nose because you guys are the same height.
Look down on you.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Matthew.
He does not think it's funny.
I know.
That's why
I'm
he's
sorry.
not
I don't
calling
mean
her
to pile
back.
on.
We tell jokes on this show, just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I realize that.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I was surprised, I guess, just because I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, but she just kept going. She went the whole time, basically the whole way home. She was singing the Oompa Loompa song to me when I tried to bring her in the house.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Did you happen to catch any of this on video, perchance?
I didn't. I was the only one there.
Oh.
But if it had been on video, that would have been the end of me. That would have been like a viral video about how tiny I am.
Oh, buddy. I mean, here's the thing. You have met her. We've only talked to her for a little bit. And even in that time, she seems like a lovely person who would never purposely hurt someone's feelings.
I don't know. She's a height shamer.
Yeah,
I mean, aren't all women? I care.
Actually,
I mean,
that is a thing. Women are like 6 foot or above.
Exactly.
Right?
You just have to take it and accept it. But you're okay.
Dude, some of the hottest guys I've dated were short because they're not taken by the tall ones that look like supermodels.
I'm not that short. I'm 5'7". I don't know why you guys have to...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
right. That's barely below average, I think. Barely.
Below 6 foot.
Well, look, Matthew, like, don't you want to at least give Clarissa a chance to explain herself a little bit?
I don't think it would matter. It was clearly on her mind. She obviously thinks it, so it was just coming out. You know, it's like the truth comes out when you're drunk. I think it's probably like the same type of thing.
I was thinking the same.
No,
man.
it is
Maybe this
not
what
the
she
same. People
thinks deep down.
No,
Okay.
people see like little green aliens when they're coming off of their wisdom teeth. Like
Yeah.
it's not because they really believe in little green aliens.
I know, but there was no green alien. She was very accurate.
I don't know. Give her a chance.
I'm not on anesthesia right now, but the truth is about to come out because I'm about to tell you, Matthew, that Clarissa's been on the other line listening and she wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
I am so sorry. I cannot even apologize enough. I am so sorry. I don't think you're short. I think you're like a short guy, but like I don't think you're short, like too short. You know, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry I did all of that. That is so mean of me.
You called me a hobbit 4 times.
I did not. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God, Clarissa, you were a bully.
I didn't know what I was saying. I was drugged up.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, But deep down, you must have had an issue with it because it's the only thing you talked about.
I would be lying if I said it wasn't on my mind, but it's not like a deal breaker at all.
It just sounds like, Matthew, I think she's being honest. She doesn't care about your height. I mean, it's something that she noticed. Just like I'm sure there was some sort of something that you noticed about her that she was probably self-conscious about. Like, don't let your own insecurities stand in the way of somebody that you think is cool.
Yeah, she sounds really sweet. She's not a height supremacist.
Is that a real term?
Oh, it is now.
Yeah, we just made it up. What do you say, Matthew? I mean, she's obviously very, very remorseful about what happened and doesn't feel that way about you, really wants to get to know you. And with that said, would you be willing to give her another shot? Because we'll pay for you guys to go out on one more date.
You're not sending us to an amusement park where I'll be too short for the ride.
Look at you, Matthew, coming with
There
the
we
jokes.
go.
I like
There's
it.
the sense of humor.
Yeah.
What do you say? One more date on us.
One more date on you guys, and she wears flats.
Hey, there we go.
What do you think, Clarissa?
I love flats. They're super comfy.
All right. Now, Clarissa, sing us out. Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee. No?
Oh, my
No?
God.
Okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
That was the second date from a few months back. And now joining us once again, it's Clarissa and her shout-out, Matthew. Welcome back, guys.
You did it wrong. It's shout-out.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Matthew?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
Hey.
Make sure you don't hate
We're
us.
doing good. How are you guys doing? What's new?
We're doing pretty good. We've actually been dating.
Hey,
Yeah.
congrats.
Nice.
It's just been great getting to know each other and, especially over the last year, just being able to have somebody to spend time with.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Has it been hard to date over this past year?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are certain challenges with it, but I mean, we've been having a great time. We just try to, mix it up. But, with things opening back up, it's kind of cool. We're starting to do more and we've been meeting each other's friends and we get to go eat in a restaurant, which is nice.
Whoa.
I mean,
which is very cool.
It's kind
nowadays.
of cool. Like, you get the first, half of your new relationship really concentrating on each other. And then now you get to introduce all these new firsts together.
Yeah. Plus, I'm sure Clarissa looks great without a whole bunch of gauze in her mouth. That must be pretty hot.
Well, now she has a mask on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you guys emailed us for an update. What is the update in your relationship besides you're still together?
Well, we actually are coming up on our 6-month anniversary.
Oh, that's cute. You're doing that. That's such a
Okay. Do you guys have anything
cute.
planned for that?
Well, we've been bouncing around some ideas, and Jose is one of our favorite people. I mean, that laugh gets us every time.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow.
Wow. That's
nice to
really
say.
made my day.
So what does he have to do with your 6-month anniversary,
You
though?
can stop there. I'm happy. They're happy.
What we wanted to say was we were talking about it, and neither one of us has ever seen Jose do stand-up before.
Oh,
wow.
And Jose, all of our friends say that they've seen you and that they really like you. So we were just wondering, do you have any shows coming up? We'd love to come watch to celebrate our anniversary.
I don't. I'm still in pandemic mode.
What?
AKA
It's time to schedule something, Jose.
Yeah, there'll be stuff coming up soon, so I guess I'll have to get your info. And of course, I would love to treat you guys to a show. I'll get you tickets. Not your friends, though. Someone's got to pay. We need to make some kind of money on this.
Maybe you guys can go visit Jose at his new apartment.
Yeah, that's true.
He won't let you inside, but you can stand down on the street and he'll shout jokes down from the balcony.
That's good.
How's that?
That sounds
That
fun.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay. Well, Jose,
We'll make a little sidewalk picnic.
there it is. Well, congrats on your 6-month anniversary.
I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, and Jose will get your email so he can tell you when his next date is.
Yeah, I'll have Brooke do all the work for me. So
I'm not your
saying-
manager.
Oh.
I'm not your manager.
Oh, wait, I do have a manager. I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, well, thanks you guys for the update. Keep us posted on what's new in your relationship, okay?
We love
All right.
you. We love you, Jose.
Aww.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
We've got a woman named Alana on the phone, which is a name I love.
I really do. I thought that when you said it.
Yeah.
It's a nice name,
Alana.
Alana.
And apparently, she went out with a guy named Marco. which is a name I don't love.
Why don't you like Marco?
I had a bad experience when I was 11 years old involving a swimming pool and a bad game of Marco Polo.
I see.
I don't want to get into details of what happened, but now whenever I hear Marco, I get triggered.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
You
We're
guys
here. We're here. Keep your eyes open.
Okay, well, maybe you guys want to like scoot away from me. Jose, you're a little bit close because if I hear the name, I might freak out. Anyway, Alana, tell us about this guy. I don't want to say his name.
The M word.
How'd you meet him?
We met online, actually, and I had a great time chatting with him before we met. I was really excited to meet him. I will say I'm kind of recently single after a long-term relationship that I had just gotten out of.
Well, it's good that you were excited to meet him. It's not so good to go on a date that you're scared to meet somebody. So you're off to a good start already.
True.
But honestly, like, excitement is not that normal these days.
Isn't
Usually
it?
you're just going out because you need to go out because you're single. Like,
Most of the time, if I'm on a date, I'm nervous.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, what had you so excited about Marco?
We just totally hit it off in texting conversations. Now, you can tell with someone when you're texting if the vibe is there or if it's not.
for
it was
sure.
great.
Totally. There's definitely text chemistry. That's a thing.
Yeah, and he's a little bit older, so that was the only thing that I was like a little bit apprehensive about, but I figured let's just go on the date and see, and I'm so glad that I did because I wasn't concerned about that at all.
That's good.
Yeah.
What is your guys' age difference, can I ask?
It's about 10 years.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's fine.
Not even crazy.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
So what did you guys do?
So we actually rode scooters out of the city. It was his idea.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. It's something I had never done. We found a cool little diner, and I had a meal that I've never had before. I had chicken fried steak.
Welcome to the country, girl.
So good.
I figured when in Rome, right?
Yeah. When in Rome,
Interesting.
eat anything covered with gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a really easygoing, kind of no pressure date. We talked about things that we shared in common. He actually really likes wine, and so do I. It's like a hobby of mine, and we bonded over that. And
I love that wine can be a hobby.
Well, it can. I mean, there's a lot difference between like my being able to drink box wine, fine with that, and someone who is actually really into tasting.
They'll talk to you about the bricks of the wine and the texture.
The fingers, I don't know.
Fingers and the,
Can Jaeger bombs be a hobby?
No,
it cannot.
Oh, okay.
no, that all
We're-
tastes the
I'm
same.
gonna cross that one off the list.
Terrible.
All right, so you guys bonded over wine.
so long story short, we ended up back at his place, and I will say I did spend the night.
Okay.
Nice.
And I hope you say that with a smile on your face.
Yes, we had a great time, and
You did.
Oh, Lord.
I am really looking forward to hopefully seeing him again. But
Yeah.
the thing is that he doesn't answer texts like right away. And I've been texting him, and I won't get a text back from him. Like, sometimes it'll be that same day, like in the evening. Sometimes it'll be a whole day that goes by, like the next day he'll respond.
Which is a huge change, right? Because before there was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah. So my issue is that it just doesn't seem like he is wanting to hang out again. It doesn't seem like he's pursuing me whatsoever. He's there. Like, he hasn't said, oh, I'm not interested. So I just want to know, like, what's going on.
Was there anything that's running through your mind that you think may have gone wrong on the date?
The only thing that I was kind of like, oh, shoot, this is weird. I ate my food so quickly. Maybe just we had scootered for so long, and I was so hungry, and then it
You've
was
never had chicken fried steak before. You're like, holy cow, my life has changed.
I eat it fast
So
too.
I kind of ate the whole thing, and I finished, like, he still had about half of his food left.
Oh, dang. You're like speed eater.
But I think that men actually like that. Men like a woman with a real appetite, and
You could fit a whole steak in your mouth at once? That's hot.
yeah.
I wasn't thinking about, like, I need to take my time eating. Like, I was just living in the moment and having a good time, and so I just was eating fast.
I mean, you wouldn't want to go out with a guy who judges how much you eat anyway.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm curious.
I mean, it is strange because you guys spent so much time together too.
Yeah.
Was anything weird the next morning?
No, honestly, it wasn't. You know, I did have to leave to go to work, so I had, like, a legitimate reason why I needed to, like, leave. But no, it wasn't awkward at all.
Okay, well, before we play a song, first, what wine would you recommend with a chicken fried steak?
Ooh, maybe like a white wine, I would think. Like nothing too heavy because the steak is so fried and heavy. You would want something to like balance it out.
Maybe something fruity to go with the saltiness.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go buy some wines online. We're going to play a song. We'll come back, and then we'll call,
Marco.
Oh,
No! We're going to call him. Get your second date update after this. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're talking with one of our listeners, Alana. She went out with a guy that she met online recently, and even though he was 10 years older, they still connected.
Yeah.
And they went on a scooter ride into the country together, enjoyed some chicken fried steak. She did say that she ate hers pretty fast and was worried it may have been a little bit of a turnoff.
Oh, you hungry, girl?
But it wasn't so much of a turnoff because they did end up spending the night together.
Totally.
Yeah.
But after that, he's not calling her back. So she's wondering why that is.
Well, I mean, yeah, he is messaging me back. It just is taking him a long time.
Oh, okay. Are you just age shaming him because he's not good with technology? Is that what you're saying?
He was texting her back quick, and now he's not.
He's like 10 years older.
Well-
He's not a senior citizen.
I don't know. It makes a big difference sometimes. Well, I guess we're going to call
His name Marco.
Marco. Oh, we're going to call Marco. Sorry, and we'll see what the deal is. Are you ready, Ilana?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Marco, please?
Yeah, this is Marco.
Hi, Marco. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Do you have a moment to talk with us?
What's this about?
This is about a segment that we do called a second date update. Have you ever heard of that before, or are you familiar with our show at all?
I mean, I might have. How'd you get my number, though?
Well, somebody emailed us about you because you went on a date with them and they had a really good time with you, and afterwards you've been kind of slow to get back in touch with them.
Okay.
Her name is Alana.
So she messaged you about me?
Whoa. It's not a good vibe there, Marco.
Yeah, and she told us what you guys did when you were hanging out together, and she had glowing reviews, really.
I got to say, A+ for date planning. I mean, we heard about the scooter, the countryside, the chicken fried steak. What girl wouldn't swoon?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
You seem like
Wow.
you're busy, bro.
Not as excited as I am
It's
about
kinda
your
cold.
date.
I mean, you even spent the night with this woman, so...
She told you that?
Yeah?
Well,
Is that not true?
No, it's true. I just, this is on the radio?
I mean, it's kind of an important fact,
Yeah.
right? She's not ashamed by spending the night with you. She thought that you guys really connected, that you had a really good time together.
Don't you feel like you owe her an explanation for why you're not getting in touch with her?
I've been in touch with her.
But not the same.
Yeah, I mean, even your reaction when we said her name wasn't great.
Yeah.
This is on me. This is, I don't even know how to tell her this.
Oh my God, are you in a relationship?
No, nothing like that. I should have done my due diligence beforehand, but I was checking out some of her social media afterwards, and I made a connection that didn't sit right with me.
What do you mean?
A connection?
So, it's going to sound bad however I phrase it. I knew her dad, and I didn't know that I knew her dad when we went out.
Oh my God, she said that you were 10 years older. Are you actually older than 10 years older than her?
She said that I said I was 10 years older, because I never said that.
She just guessed.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh,
he's
she
like
just
10 years
guessed.
older.
How much older are you?
More than 10.
Oh my God.
Wait.
So what's the connection to her dad, then?
Are you like buddies with her dad?
Her dad used to be my boss for a little bit.
What?
Sorry, that's kind of cool, right?
He was your boss?
Well, he was my boss for like a year. He hired me for a job. Well, like when she was born, my boss had handed out cigars. And,
Shut up.
Oh, God.
You like basically went to her baby shower.
Oh, no.
No!
Shut up.
It is not cool anymore. Oh, no.
yeah, I know. I mean,
Oh my
I
God.
get it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You must look so good for your age.
thank you. Yeah, I basically worked for like a year, looking at her baby photos.
Oh, now I get it, dude. Now I get it. Oh, no.
And I had no idea. I never put the name together. And once I went online, it just kind of clicked into place. And now I feel really
dirty.
Yeah.
You're dirty. You're a dirty boy.
Yeah, it's kind of like your Uncle Marco.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't say that, bro.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's not a family creep out. It's just kind of like...
It's weird.
I totally get it. If you would
Yeah.
have never been there, it's not a big deal. But the fact that you were there is a huge deal.
Well, I don't want to make things more awkward for you, but
I forgot about this part.
I need to tell you, Marco, that Alana's been on the other line listening, and she heard everything that you said.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, my God.
speechless. I had no idea, first of all, and what a crazy connection. Like, what a crazy world.
Right?
Oh, God, this is so awkward.
Yeah, it really is. I can totally understand, like, why you're kind of weirded out by it, and I guess I am too.
Okay.
But I'm glad that it's not because, like, I did something wrong, but I totally understand. I totally understand. This is the most uncomfortable thing.
I mean, I don't know if you remember having a toy elephant, but...
Oh, my God.
Why are you bringing it
Oh, my
Oh.
God. No, it has to stop. It has to stop.
Wait.
Oh, my God.
Why are you bringing up an elephant, dude?
Wait, did you give her an elephant when she was a baby?
I gave her father an elephant when she
Oh, my
was a baby.
God.
And
It was, like, my favorite toy.
Oh,
Look at that! You guys had similar interests right from the beginning.
Oh, my God. I'm dead. This is too much.
What was the elephant's name?
No, don't even. Who cares, Jeff?
I don't know. She couldn't talk.
God. Okay, this is too weird. This is too much.
Dude, this
Okay,
is
wait, hold on though. Let's take a deep breath here. Okay?
I need one too.
Let's take a deep breath. Yes, it's weird, but it's not like you babysat her or changed her diapers or anything. Like you never even met her as a baby. You just saw pictures.
I mean, technically, I held her once when...
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Well, Dad brought her to the office one time.
Yeah, hold the baby.
You held her as a newborn?
Oh, my God.
Sounds
this
real
is too
bad
much.
when you put it that way.
And you held her as an adult.
Stop it.
No. I can't.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Wait, are you not attracted to him anymore? Is that what you're
Why are you even asking? There's no more questions.
She's from Idaho. She doesn't get it. This isn't even bad where she's from.
Maybe we can just, like, agree to be friends. I totally get it.
Well, I understand your sentiment, but I'm legally obligated to ask.
It's not a legal thing.
Yeah, yes, it is. Would you like to go on another date with Alana, Marco? We will pay for it.
Oh, my gosh.
I'd rather you pay for the hot water bill for all the showers I'm going to need.
You guys have a lot more in common. Maybe you could show up to the family reunion, see your dad again.
Oh, my God.
No.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we cleared that up.
Oh, me too.
So
I'm glad you're glad. I feet away.
Marco's like, actually, I kind of like baby talk.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I feel like we're bad people now.
Take Brooke's mic off.
I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. Come on, lighten up.
Well, I'm not even sorry that we're not doing a second date on this one.
No.
But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's a booty call in your guys' future.